You've probably experienced exciting relationships, but do you recognize the difference between superficial attraction and real intimacy? When a woman really wants to bond, she won't say jokes or be funny. Instead, she will share something truly profound and sincere, a statement that brings security, a sign of true intimacy. Let's find out about that. Attractiveness is often something that's easy to see, like when you look at someone's appearance or the way they present themselves. It could be a look, a smile, or a cheerful word, but intimacy is completely different. Intimacy is when you truly connect with someone, when you both share deep things, even your weaknesses, without fear of being judged. It is trust and openness, when both feel safe and do not need to hide themselves. True intimacy isn't easy to come by, but it's what creates lasting relationships. Vulnerability and vulnerability are important factors in building intimacy. When you open up and share your vulnerabilities, you are not only creating a connection, but also showing trust and sincerity. But it's important that this vulnerability is two-way. If only one person shares without the other, showing vulnerability, then that is not intimacy, but exploitation. When both are willing to open their hearts, that is when a truly deep relationship is formed. The power of observation is really important in a relationship. Sometimes we are too hasty in commenting or reacting to other people's actions. However, when you know how to observe meticulously, you will realize many things that words cannot always express. For example, when she shares her feelings without using too many words, you will feel her openness and vulnerability through her eyes, gestures, or silence. Observation helps me understand others more deeply without getting caught up in temporary emotions. It helps me recognize when the other person is truly opening up and when they are hiding their emotions. That's the way to build real trust and connection rather than just appearances. There is a saying that I believe is the clearest sign of true closeness in a relationship. That's when she said, "You make me feel safe." When you hear this sentence, you will know that she trusts you and is willing to open up. This is not just about attention, but a big step in building a sincere and lasting relationship. That's when she not only sees you as a partner, but also as someone with whom she can share her vulnerabilities without fear of being hurt. But to hear this statement, you must truly be worthy. Your honesty, respect, and emotional stability are the keys to making her feel safe and willing to open up. The key to achieving true intimacy in a relationship is not to make the other person feel like you're perfect, but to create a safe space where you can both be yourself. This requires you to be truly honest and willing to open up. Remember, intimacy is not something that can be rushed into. It's a gradual build where both people feel trusted enough to share their secrets without worrying about being judged. You must truly respect the other person's feelings, not only words, but also actions. When you create such security and sincerity, your relationship will naturally become deep and lasting. Finally, I want you to remember that true intimacy is not something that can be forced or manipulated. It comes from sincerity, from both opening up and creating a safe space to share what is truly important. To have that closeness, you must respect yourself and the other person. Learn to listen and share. Be a trustworthy person, someone that others feel safe opening up to. When you do this, your relationship will become strong and meaningful.